The Torchlight Jumedi Ewo Nix 100.9. Torchlight Jumedi Ewo Nix 100.9. Wotie the Torchlight Jumedi Ewo Nix 100.9. FM. 100.9. Torchlight Jumedi Ewo Nix 100.9. Say
Jamagana phone na akwaba at the bend 100.9 and hey na no so apia na ba de mo mo ban chave na bibi fama dwemu ti na mesre Eje for me bibi akwaba o at the bend 100.9 me chia cho bibia chia Ghana phone na Jumedia wasikusa wutie your friend Torchlight midin the Magerious Ayajeman mene aye Pius Bedu Bansen on me producer obo mi chidom on na wo mi obenewa wo mu de obo mi chidom edi Jumedia ye de bro e we need 100.9 so matena se unim say Torchlight na nya daje nya goodie me srew unim say wo ba bedi agro don't even come and venture han ye ni agro because amanyosem ne ye amanyosem ne de bia me ka say amanyosem no Sofo Pombi or Ghana ha your friend Dr. Menzo Tabel. Or the foot be my yen ahead of 2016 elections. Or say ye can't man yourself and yes sir with team. A be airborne I would take with TV a china with you. A man yourself in your kotokone has. There be any day say has we near hey kotokone be we near hey Paris with teams no more info. One movie ni ase na odi akire but man yourself there it brings something to your table eti yetena se ne yese ye be your oman ye be your politics na ana mumu become politics is a dirty game there be make say politics and your dirty game na mum kwanya ye fa so ye no na ama ye hu ni say e dirty but enye dirty eti na yetena se na serious business ene ye ba be ye wo fia na wa wo Facebook me akwa aba ye last days an ye wo mu Nyankopon de dom ye ya wada Aya yawade be na watching. Nature say ya torchlight. Ye chato. Yawade be na watching. And you see in the program so be the Iti yawade be na watching. Near the torchlight. Ye chato for the year. Anya kopa dom ya kwa near Bemunina near the banner ye. Nature say ye ko near breaking for Xmas no. Na ene in summer ye ba besheno. Edikan eye NPP National Delegates Conference. Na mewo eye ene mewo Alan Chiramatin ne supporters na chitanfo wo mo ofia ha na wenum no wo mo ye adwadifo enti wo mo ye Traders Association I don't remember the name. Okay. Okay, Traders for Alan. Okay. Enti mewo adwadifo a wo maka mo ho abom wo mo do am support at the time Yira Alan Chiramatin echi Jeff Kwame Jesse or your chairman Accra Traders for Alan wam association no dia ojirem ewa ha no na chairman Accra na no say agyeman what are you say agyeman for and na who say ba ku bi ewo ho don't worry don't try say okay enti na no say agyeman big or say or your convener Traders for Alan ono so ewufia ha enti ya ne panyin eba bedin komo ne nyina ne titiriw NPP National Delegates Conference enoama ebekoso na ye bisasen na noama eko supporters a wamugina Yura Alan Chiramatin echi enne morning show no so mene doctor a ochire corporate governance our Central University ekasa no say according to Dr. No, or say more makanyina monkoda na NPP presidential race in the between Alan and Dr. Baumia. Eti Dr. Baumia so na chitani your friend na Owusu appear or your member of the NPP National Communication Team or your retired police officer or your security analyst and into a quantity for Penya Oda a Global Intelligence Security Analysis Center no wusu appear and then also answer now you're part of my panel but answer na ye be share your discussions and answer no also ye bisa from the camp of Dr. Baumia and also Noama Eko saying yan was a for billboards ACCCC ahead of the conference yati munsem and the regional minister Eka say one more Bible pulling all billboards in down hey and ye easy also beginning because billboards requires they say they are also yes woman air national executive position in now beyond the nedia kwakoka ho 80 enyasem ke 20 ene ye baba behwe nhihye ya MPP mpanifo de aba betudwa efa chitaafo a one more the various hopefuls. One more press one be pedibia, being it the regional or the national level no. One more entry chance so no ena ede ye be di ho enkomo. Ye beto aso ne ye discussion segment no. Na ye de ahyehyɛ so na ye betwe parliament no ama ekoso wo ho eye otumfo efutu a odiama Ghana parliamentarians eye anything to go by eye ade say ye bomode an ye tumi hwe ne yie na ye hu se otukokoso na efutu odema ye ebi ekaso omo ne nya adwen ebi nso kyerɛ se nana aka ne yie ene ye be discuss eye that matters no so ewa high we need 100 points na ko Facebook live Jomedio no edem obe like page no na afei so owo comments bia na watchro na wodi ato wona yahwe na yakenkan iti ye chance e de free traders for Alan Jeff Kwame Jesse chairman Edema Accra Traders Association convener Edema Traders for Alan Jeff memo akwaba
ye nua amagere
now what you say
rather do more ne mo daruma
ye de nyakopan ase na mewo nana OSEI AGYEMANG nana OSEI AGYEMANG enam se nani afi eche meninti oya me papa because menu apenye kra no me hye na obedi menu apenye pa Derek OSEI AGYEMANG obedi ni penye nti oya me papa prekope bro de nana OSEI AGYEMANG nana OSEI AGYEMANG beba to me mo akwaba na bibia boko de asa no check it we need to mama na check it microphone no mama good na right
onyankopon da roma me hoye pa
ye de nyankopon se na OSEI AGYEMANG no no free he
OSEI AGYEMANG no me papa din
okay
na ewa asechire
okay
baby a edin no free
baby edin no free okay me de na edwaben OSEI AGYEMANG
Mr. Media ne afijase
okay
OSEI AGYEMANG Santi afijase
bo say ya because dwabe ni afijase so de o say na nanom kran so omutim to my what dey say
ha say nante
abom kra eti em say that say ye hwe ye be hwe na je say
first world
na kwa ko ye bibia
that's
good bibia bako de
nyankopon adom
bibia nyankopon say kwame na traders for Alan but I say
me da say Majari mechia Ghana adwadifo nyina and I mechia all Alan groups through future unknown Alan cash ladies and the whole Ghana region be and a full businessmen for Alan petros for Alan and a boardroom for Alan it goes on and on and on but yeah me also na is me make it
okay
good now ladies for Alan there baby and a future unknown I wa cry agent how baby
future unknown
oh okay we don't know what future holds for us
and also another group
yet here achapa
okay okay now more than what in the brebe
traders for Alan no yet say no just about 3 months ago
okay
na ni say intra won say young traders young politicians but you Alan ba trade ministry no yes why be brebe amaye enti ye hu ni say so to me fro akonya kase na obetima boa edwadie nti edwadie nso na ye me ameti ye I don't know my throughout my life me we school me nyo obi adwuma da
okay
me di dwa saa menum dwa me di dwa me da dwa me bibia ye edwadie nti ewura na so be minister of trade no ye ne sign akwahoro obrebe so ama se me me mani nka me beye traders politics no ono me yi ono ananka mayi ye yawura ana tete
okay
omo abo adwadie pa papa na alanche mate de ende adutwam kura tim ye adwadifo no hu ne se otimifo abanwa na ebema adwadie broni kan say trade facilitation ebe koso papa ebe ya kono adwadie ebe ya kono ebe de na kro bia so adwadie ni mu a enye kro
okay
especially in part of the world the cry yeah more of import orientation no unse temansensem duty ne taxes ne mabrebe ye ne ana ye tua ene bank so ebosi abo ne mabrebe na edwadie no so ye kan enye se edwadie se kotobeton ko a export nyina aka ho
okay
na ono no kura na dwempam ambatima ya ma your friend be continental free African trade. Say Africans, ye nyina ye ni edwa wo ye ho no. Wotima ya ma headquarters na aba Ghana. Nti na ese yetimi ma no timi fro abanwa no na se yetimi otimi be president a. Wotima ma headquarters na aba Ghana no. Be ma adwadie Ghana be ya kono. Ghana be ya kono pa wodwadie mama e ba be kra be ama nkrofo betu kwan so mba betra.
Okay. Na wo ka wabo adwadifo Yera Lanchamatin be ye trade minister eno amakwa mo betimi a kire eno amapote ba ku mienu miensa bia mugidi se eye demonstrable track record a Lanchamatin abomode aya ma adwadifo a enam so mususu se obaye Ghana man panyen de adwadifo mono amabekoye
Wini ameda se say Lanchamatin asem de e ka se e ka ade ebeche ha yentimi kan wie na achievements in there is there for all to see. But and that your first time when we do ninety, you person you be documented. Me person me politician.
Yeah.
I'm a trader and I'm a traders for politics. And the imagine actually me say only need power about better trader. It's on achievements no. Make a crabby.
Yeah, kakrebi.
Now me the full details, facts and figures. Aba undoubtable facts and figures. Aba. Now make I say another free African trade. And no idea about there.
Okay.
When Africa then here, yeah, Africa, about 54 countries.
Yeah.
Yeah, be did ye hu edwa. Na ye realize my headquarters na bahase ya, aha na bibia estate. Me no ka say, kasa prekon. And na one house company bi wo, Spinters Road, omo ye cosmetics.
Okay.
So omo nyina started etimi e de niam
akọ outside.
Big countries, so giants like South Africa, Egypt. In fact, I started no trouble because omo foods omo agents like Nigeria, Morocco, omo foods omo manufacturing hub no.
Ghana, more for the no maybe.
Adiane ba no kwa no omo twetwa omo na ase. But you Lanchamatin enyansam mu ni nim die mu no, otimi yema about 52 African countries sign. After the giants no, kakra bi be 2 or 3 bi no. After no mo hu say ade no eye ahia duro omo. Nti omo tru America na eba be sign ye. Na me pacho oba be minister no mebro ne mara kra bi so wotima ya ma Toyota eba be si ne plant ha we de ni ba bia ma menchro sa wo fa gimpa ese wo twa ho a se wo kwakosi ha cho akopia kofa agboba na se wo ko legona wo fa ho abo se yesi bigger yi bi honom Toyota for na AC Renault ba omunya mesi video required almost start North Industrial I almost started assembling omo de man ba no ma be assemble I say I say no some the VW prices more e fa Passat ne Golf mo a menu akono pa they say so omo ya ne banks na ya ma say high pitches so by ba say that it is on ho no say person talk a they say $20,000 that's what me $1,000 Ghana cedis square manta ubetimi atoka atenam ubetimi to brand new car tier rubber and na e ba say adwadie mu say ahohoji adwuma ne enema be wantwi a why enema be na make say me menye politician I'm a trader
and money Nigeria for impasse nomine ade say dey tete say na mu sin kunya nomine ade watima bibia for
onu ni nimdie mu no wayama diplomacy na ye adwuma
okay
president bi no ahia ama trade ministers bi no ahia yekohia wo moving pick
okay
and the other hotel no so yakọ akohia the other one they were regional
Alisa no Rage
it's former MPP chairman's hotel
what the
Rich just adjacent to Rich enti yakohia no as a matter of fact you say you know eco diplomacy enye ho biem enti ye no ma draw bibia say omo for omo edeta mra e hu say on said Nigeria for na ye kan no enye say omo nko a na wa ha but omo na dawson but in the spirit of ECOWAS no ye pese ye jai yo no na ye fa emra kwan so
okay
nti say you Lanchamatin efri ni pe mama ne onu enyansa mu ama e say no ye de call say ECOWAS for no ye suspend ni ma bia emu oden emma omo na omo ntimi papa fofo no ntimi ne ye entena ha say
okay
na omo nya papa no majori ubedi ma dance say Ghana ha na ye nti bi da say ye say arm robbery obi ko wiade na oko repo bi wo de nyam nam kan ye omo CID boss one tiwa something.
Mami tiwa.
On one a bar, on the Israelite a program, and on one bekaye. It's a fact. Of Israelites over to dating them refi. Who say Israelite war? It be a police watch program. The woman said, by the one head of CID, or say every armed robbery being involved with Republic, there is a Nigerian. I didn't say it on the guy. Then again, my dear, you need to Ghana that. Dabe na hotel say Ghana ni ye konfo kra na otam tu so de police ni. Ebi si wo kwabenya ye kwache no sankrofo ye bia. Ye make am na kosi ni say genuine Nigerians ho. It wo made bia ka kire wo say omo mwaye na omo amoye genuine ni stay. Because yon konfo we ba omo so omo ba school ha, omo de hostel but omo nye students. Baby, ye kwache omo a bia edan ba kum ni nipa be 40 gum. Na omo ye omo to say computer chi na omo bu nkrofo ama say kra no ya rate Ghana as one of the highest country in cyber crime. Obako obuhwemu a me ha me medi nka omo me cyber crime o Ghana no one hwe wunya Ghana for 1.5% kra out of the 100.
Okay.
I can say it on authority because me fast and figures no hodom. Uko police here di nso a fast and figures no hodom. Ni nyina you la chamati ma transfer ama yetima ya ma say no ye be so ne so ama papa for na ide atenam sebe Ghana enye kura betim ka say yempe obi asebo ha ba mom Ghana aye kro ni ye ukọ ba bia ye ka wasem security breaki chrono kra minti bi that the whole world say enipa 800 etimi breaki prisons etima breaki prison enipa 800 e bin see that the whole world we asebo e bin see that em say it came about them say almost 1 year ago. And omo break here. And it's your person your son so na papa for it na say na chese omo so enya asomdwe. Na ente say omo kro no there. Wona mo hwim na da bi omba omo ka. Ghana is good because of omo security. Esa wona mo a na ye say ohun so ye la chamati ma ya sa de ni nyina ama. Aye boko kasa. E be take time there so ye be wi ama. Ye say Ghana abaya kono aye hwam.
Okay, mami ko eye Nana OSEI AGYEMANG. Nana OSEI AGYEMANG say dia edda yenim na watwi eye MPP National Delegates Conference.
Right.
Eti traders for Alan. Bobeko de mbigiri se mugina mutintimai pa. Eti so far enoma te say nhihye ya party mpanyefo nso womo aye efa eye mo a buturo mu support at the time any of the hopefuls in be the presidential law and I say any other executive position.
Yo minia me da sene akwanya me chia Ghana for omutie ofidike say sa anadwin. Me chia future unknown executive me chia mpanyefo nyina Felicia prof no bia me chia mu nyina abusuafo nyina said the oka no ye be Kumase akọ support Yera Alan Chermatin eno there no doubt about it. Iswaya yare said the TBI yeko na 77 previous was a party no the code of ethics biaba
But the kind their background and directives we no
beba. But if you look at what is going on in Kumasi is here, I won't say 77 previous anya dia eye adwuma. Enti ameka say enya adwuma no ene say kwasiare ye twam ya eno achi ya sabe ni see wo manhia na enye political program. But you won't say Yera Mahmoud Bawumia, His Excellency the Vice President. Then Crawford bibri ekoho edini t-shirt edini banners na asefo ekoho yan hu bibia so fa yan tise bibia asi
na say ene dey
akwaside na o hye obi atade o hye MPP atade na Vice President 77 previous banner hugely demonstrating honorable His Excellency Vice President ne readiness and ne intentions of running for this MPP flag bearership race, I mean, clearly an abuse of whatever the party is against now. What you say, but nobody is talking about it. I think they want to wait. Say, some of us from Alan's camp, yes, we have started. Then, if you want to now, we say, or mokasa say, besha say if you free. But, the urana you didn't know 77 previous. Basa. Enti oni ya kasa bribia enti ya yedi say ye hwede ye Kumasi do ye hye ntade ba ye koduru ho na se ehunu say obi nso so ahye atade wase a ye so ye be ro ye de ne ahye enti no eno de everybody is ready for everything and anything.
Yes. It's in a chess kwa mo kono. Mabo mo humpre no.
Yabo humpre no.
Alternative na happen here.
Ene ye better oriented ye
mo say obi a share obi asimasi atade bia.
Yen so ye be share ye de Alan Kojo Martin. Sir,
it's not just a map printed dada.
Oh, I don't know obi a any dada. Obi nobody should underestimate anybody.
We shouldn't be deceived.
No, not at all.
Obi are printed.
Obi are printed that.
I just say now no person make Ghana mutie so that I'm right.
Yes, you're right.
Because be communication director way Boabena lawyer Boabena someone. And then make say now okay they say belated. Because Obi be pretty bibia. What pretty we grab that.
That's what I'm saying.
It was meant for the conference, you know. It was when they minya grana and the anya de besiti. Momo no mo kono ma bua mo ho.
Ya de aboy ho
mienu mo be sha mo ntade se de hihye.
De titi he ya. Na mom
ko so ro no ho.
De hu so bi ro no ho bibi hyemu a. Ye so ye bi hyemu. That's right. You see mama make some show. Na make some show. One who say MPP administration second term hereby.
Yeah.
Within 3 months. And ebinum yi om ho adi. Meboa ye court say John ye o no. And ye who say His Excellency the Vice President. The supporters edin atade about Vice President no ngu you. But na e baumia for President 2024 breaking the 8. Obi antumi aka bibia o.
I say you Alan Martin so the same thing. So no so kwa ye e me you the supporters are almost somebody.
Na ye no be almost Alan atade.
Oh,
I actually breaking the 8. We had not started.
Oh, never said breaking the 8. They be na ye
and we actually 80 bay. Say contesting for this leadership they break 8 now go breaking.
I said the MPP 8 years now one more say
obey breaking. But before you break the 8 you need to become the head of the party, you need to become the leader, the contestant, the flag bearer. Long before, that's right. And unim the money because 3 months into the administration of which you are part, the second person Nase Sebe who wan kasa unkro for ASID we are party no be hu obi ahu
oda say achita for na bi o maso odin e bi e mpani kakro mu
na say some producer mensa obi afie efie bia mensa wo enti say wo chita for sebe o maso ye de na ka no mu nti a ugidi say bedroom be ruka obi de obetie because Alan Kojo Martin na chita for afasa nema weimu for far too long since 1997. The intimidation, the machination, who said for 2007, sorry, who said the entire echelon, the party executive, the entire machinery of the party, it's always against Kojo Martin.
Okay.
But look, we have actually been preparing ourselves for this. Nobody should take our leniency to be our weakness.
Oh.
We are not cowards. No, not at all. And this time round, we are fully prepared for anything and everything. We are not going to wait, and we're not going to sit down. 7 previous. 2007, 2011 down to 2016. I'm Masubium. And it's almost say, yeah, the mraba say a coin bakum yanumi sasun obian fadia. Almost see to his obia bafaso, and yes, adia. There's no way.
Say billboards no egu montene so. Yera Alan Martin billboards be wo.
Ba ko penesi kumase. And we see watch it. For delegate conference Ashanti region. That time no and then see. Ni kuro mu ne ye no. Adweso. Intilesi adweso. Every ho kokumase kohwe. Kokumase na kokohwe. Me fi kumase ba just Saturday. The whole Kumasi is flooded. Adey. What is obi aka bibi? With the billboards of other contestants, especially the Vice President, His Excellency. So, na 7 previous, yes, say abaya de what they said what buy ye. Anna, that's right. Alan Martin yo bibia or party no. Onya boni bia or party no. Or fatase otumi di presidency no, or president no, otumi di bie, and I qualify. Or qualify 100%. Afede biem.
Adamu hu ne se nipa bi
ye hu ne se nipa bi ewo nhihye a edibeti akojo Alan Martin se 7 previous yama no endi president de mani ni bi
oh sir
oh yes akosu free na America no dey we akosu free 2007 our Legon Akoso saa besine. They be the party hierarchy and mpanyinfo ni nyina the internal party machinery. Ni nyina working against Alan Martin. I don't know why. And this time around, I'm telling you, it should be a different story because we are not going to just wait and look at them.
Na mo adwadifo party ne ewo kwan a omo fa so ebeye by June die na Congress no ba so sa na se bibi ense na Yakopon boa na etinkomo a na party ne hyehyɛ ya na wo mo ye ne sen ebi ne se form ho because party no was series of elections omo ba ba ye wo mo de anya wo mo album ana esa album na mo de to aba no
album
wo mo nya album na mo de to aba wo mo de ne the same albums are I maybe make obi correct him saying this before the album
album
okay album na mo de to aba no mo de money di akire said ya hyehyɛ because ana yete obete ne yese we say ekodo na machinations no ekoso it is a bomu susu say obi ye bibi de atia mo a mo follow ebi do mo ye adwadifo a I don't know whether you are the card bearing members of the MPP or a delegate of which I don't know but mo de money di akire because bibi sa be koso say no mra nyina free ho
ya ne di akire pa and I make am say study we ya famu every tete ya di ayeyen ya so wo hwe ya just about 2-3 months ago party no ehye mra bi say polling station bia baby obia every card bearing member of the party bia no yen register na ye register wa ye de kwakoye album no ye ka ho asem no na sa album no ne be use e de ato aba your first elections in the polling station executive elections right and they say no we ye wo nhyehyeye mienu as we speak we don't know which one ayebefa say ye wo every polling station bia no enipa num
okay
and a polling station your chairman the chairman the secretary the organizer the women organizer and the youth organizer every polling station right and to say no we nim say sa nipa no ne be mo mato aba ana say registration na ye na ya bie mu say every card bearing member bia and register no sa album no and no ne be use e da koto aba ne dia
say bibi sa wo ho a resolution be take
place our conference now let me tell you the genesis of this thing if you could remember 2007 Legon
Legon 2007
that's right yes call Legon ni wie no if free one no hu say no Alan Martin or powerful he's easy to convince people to his side again let's not sit here and behave say MPP and as NDC every party bia ye use sika during elections and one say kwadwo betumi atua obetumi anya for supporters people to support him financially entin na yenko biem na yenye no 5 membership every polling station na enya kasi because can no na your constituency executive national executive party chairman very few people and so it would have been so easier say obetimi ahu omo na makasa dan set the tie enti ya miem na nya kase ana omo koye every polling station bia no nipa enum enti no domi kwa benya ba bia mewo ye 173 polling stations and so you can imagine every polling station is manned by 5 individuals enti no calculate a dozen there's a one to me and I say ya no omo say hu say there be eno kra no papa no ne ho ohene na ne eden enipa ne di nachi enti ne yen kwa ne ensan ko biem
na
bia anto aba it is always the orders against it is not a mere
to reform MPP one electoral process
it is not a mere assumption
Dr. sorry you're Alan Martin
and a mere assumption and I make no say your di party ya chiache ya juma ma party na che and ye from 1992 school days enti no ye nim enti a omo ye do me bia 7 producer akoko ntu bedwam ye nyema nyina meet maka no the make can say ye nim say kwadwo chief nti and asa nyema nyina omo ye but we have been prepared for this because ye hunu say ebeduru ho no ebesa aba ebeba enti na say uti bi definitely so better now books na party no issue e dia ma constituency executives. So I'm fan come police station.
I'm for this show.
I'm for that show. Don't call Benya say. Don't call Benya say if so okay ya. Secretary come bono.
Constituency no man want.
I didn't know some yes sir. I didn't know some yes sir. Enti no.
Enti wo so nipa bi na mafia.
Nipa bi mafia.
I say you ana well anyway said you will can because you no kwan so na pere say obeto bono na wo susu say.
Ono na mi susu say. Ono nti na ye. That's right.
Jeff, yeah, meti.
But you won't say yeah, na say can. Won't say your air. Oh, and I said yanyan kola. Yan yan yafi. Oh, enti yentimi nkeka ene man brebe. But they tell say there is a clear evidence of some executives campaigning for His Excellency Vice President. Yes, you're on call for. It's a bar, Western of SC. Now you say, I started this program where you better start your bar. Be a bar,
I'm start your bar.
Now, a dear young person, your band said 2007. Is he? A dear young person, your band said. Because I said, dear, Oma Puma, my constitution, it's me for deeper 5 pen. And this is 17 for no. So back here 2007, and past 17.
Okay.
Omo you chat bro ma afede eduru baby no. Ye you know na oton na enye ye. And it cost a 8 years. Answer. They say no. Yeah, the young person be say contestants no obi obi supporter obi atema no obi go obi animo ase. Anything na young person oya na be can be rebe no. Eduti executives no omunya my rights.
Okay.
Because omu vote here what? Omu one vote, they don't have more than one vote. And obi a vote to be a mature person who can reason well and very well.
Okay.
It's in ya omu intimidation ne omu Bugattis ne tatis na omu yana na beti mai bibia. It's omu nyina ye.
Okay.
Because the onyame hwa no. Osefo ntimi sai no.
Okay. All right. Me can wait quick. Na for yane Yera Lanchamatin, adwadifo maka ho abom a wo mo support no na ye no mo edin komo no na so afia de se me abi na bi pa no mi pa me say ba na bibi hwe no ono no na ene na no so afia me ono na say bibi hwe na me frɛ no say masa me frɛ mi na me wan frɛ me kra me ba but ene de free ni mo pa na ma surprise o editi na me frɛ o say bra no wait because na ya de a ene me bo ni nyina ye ne ye biem mo obia mo a whoever ofu bia no mo consult me producers a ye bebie kwan ye de bebie kwan de mo obia ebie kwan de mo obia said the content ahead of the MPP conference no. Now, where is it, Jerry? Good evening. All those against are pushing all those against Bawumia are pushing the party into opposition. They are rather deepening the perception that the MPP is an account party. If they don't vote for Bawumia this time, some of us will quit the party. No matter the propaganda, Bawumia will emerge the winner because our prayers for him will never be in vain. His ill wishes can say whatever they want, but God will select Bawumia to lead MPP 2024. Patrick Edifi Ashalaja. Hello, the buy. I know you be Oma Patrick.
My Sanse me yatete for a very long time. MPP account party. Me cry and hamipi. Because we my elections, the past election, 2020 elections. Ashanti region Kwama 1.7 million votes. Yes.
And only five regions.
5 regions. A term. And this will be catch say, and that is the truth. Will be catch say as Antifo and as Ashanti region crowd and a Toma MPP more. I don't think also true.
It's a fact.
It's a fact. And this is share politics. I say. Also, even vice presidential candidate was Ashanti region.
Central ne Esro.
That's right. And today, anti-MPP account party, which of course, you see the thing is, and the money be it's about time you can I do believe say MPP as a political party, if we up our game in Ashanti region, now you increase your vote by 2-3%. Party built me MPP. Oh Ghana. And it's tribalistic and tribalism no mo ye no. Enya djuma. Emre bi beba, ye beba na ya be ye enu nko adwuma. And so be fin say, and no, about the Trump card, and no, Begina so the Cassetia MPP. Time no better, you better what you man. You better what you come on. If it's a 7 previous, oh, baby, I did and say hot. Yes, say hot.
Okay. All right, how you need 100 points now? Honestly speaking, if I
people shouldn't insult the intelligence of the delegates.
Okay.
They see your call. It's not person will be able to go home, you know, because your call say delegates no ekoyi about me obia SOBia support no. Me 2007 ye trouble Ronaldo and some catch e fa no and me ntimi nka na obia no ya live be anim. Abi no ntimi defend no. Oh, sad de nyai enye matured. That trouble yi na sebi obi gina so man pani gina o ka say not say no bad ye nyai.
Okay.
That time no ono adio obampani na that time ogina o ka say ade no. Onya a lot of vote from Ashanti region.
Okay.
And I so NDC nya 30% bia omofa akonya no. E wa Ashanti region. It is sakasa no enye kasa papa. Congress nya yi yeru about me pe obi any choice. It ma omo so to the intelligence of Congress. The yebe yinu no yebe call. The yes ye support obi because on the bar if you say trade because so.
Okay.
Oh, yewra Honorable Chief Alan Kojo Martin ye support no.
All right.
There's nothing wrong so obi support obi. Ye nyina ye adwuma no. But the parents said the obawe no obi ebedi na chi. It omo nya tribalism, petty, shameful, and it's a cake.
For mutie me and then your production line no one of our major stories no the preparation towards NPP conference da parties ni nyina won be these analysis na neno na ye hwe ni titiru party ni directives no mo de aba ansa na ye kai say previously the code of conduct by for party supporters fire say omo fa so eda omo ho adi ye conference na be so nyame ya adoma a weekend day e wo komase no na am so me to inside free afani mi no yetimi na access say you know bedding come. Honestly speaking, we don't normally do this, but if my mama man say your friend say me will be so I may interview for Baumia and no so my man say me will be a me interview for Alan. That wasn't the production plan. Now maybe sir, if you wouldn't mind, or bet me engage him so if you wouldn't mind okay. It's Nana Owusu Pia. Even though I am a usual panel member on my program, but I belong to Dr. Baumia. Mo follow Nana Owusu Pia Biano or Baha. Adia Oka Dr. Baumia Ehonsem. I belong to Dr. Baumia, the vice president in the camp, and Nana Owusu Pia and so ewa. Nana Owusu me wakwaba.
The position there.
Jerry.
Oh,
I'm saying the can say communication team member.
You are communication team member
of belonging to
MPP.
Communication team member of MPP.
You see the point?
But okay, belonging to the camp.
That is the main kasa ewa.
Okay, ma.
I'm say what the can lay foundation. Why you juma papa? New petrol fundamental belief back up and them. Into obia ho kwan se obekire na adwene obekire nim de ne senia ne nsusu ye kire ne bia obia ne ho si obia ho kwan na no kure nie minim se sa program we be so ne ewa ha honestly speaking into I won't say I'm speaking on authority on behalf of His Excellency the Vice President.
Okay.
And I'm not saying he has sanctioned anybody including me to go around and campaign for him. Thought I say, in this Obi Fin say was sanction a team to go around and campaign for him. And no, dear, like I said, it is acceptable under the tenet of our belief as a new patriotic party. But the party has sound a caution. Omudi nkan kan sembi say ebi a ye bi ase omuko hunu niema bi ni ade. Now they attribute it to His Excellency the Vice President. Unless, of course, me ama claim and also me ama evidence and me as we speak now me kano say Yewura Chief Alan Kojo Chamantin and asma omo into no motia. If they are able to say this on air there and you who say bi obi ashe His Excellency t-shirt or baby no more attribute to say or no na sanction and say or ma kwan say California santi or abuse the party tenet and the party rules there, then they are right. But until somebody make cancer, no, they should not assume and make that wild allegation. In fact, at a point, His Excellency's office issued a statement. So on kind when declare the instant your baby say or contested 2024 NPP presidential elections. And I'm saying this on authority. Enunti obi bia mpo a wudi nachi na ufin say you believe in his ideologies, you believe in his tenets, and you believe in him. Say dachi bi obetimi abeso akonwa num sa kwanya ba na se party ne de manwa obesom Ghana yie no. We on my caution say obi anye very careful. Meti hanumi anopa na me watenka TV about the conference ni adi nyina no ye bo ho dero. Brekona meeting na nakomia no so ha. Ye nyina ye interest ne say the new patriotic party will be formidable party. So that 2024 see the Yewura Alan Bow, see the His Excellency the Vice President Baumia Bow, see the Obi Fufurobia Bow, the NPP party should be able to wrestle and continue with the power that we are enjoying now. And any move, any activity that will seek to disintegrate the party need to be condemned in no uncertain terms. And the CIECO conference, I'm saying it in authority, that the office of the Vice President has not sanctioned any activity in his name. So anything the party is giving orders say, people should be pulled down.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Regional minister kaso be police abe boss ni down.
So I say, now anopa na kumia make a statement bi na I was so much inspired. 2007 at the time now a cabinet minister. I say it was so much disrespectful even at the time. So only President Kufuor cabinet meeting aseno. Na minister bi a ope president ye die no anya call. No appear free cabinet meeting nasi. No akujina baby. Now ye call. We are no about when the president was present. So I say, what I'm trying to say is say, nobody will stop anybody to contest. But a brand son, yayen shishaye da ho say, party no, ufin say, ni edru no, and so ani bio, now be jai, a bind no som now be now be man crofua and yombeya. And no dear, you have every right. But for us to hold the party and those of us who 24/7, we stop what we do to make sure, say, we talk and campaign for the party to be very strong, even sometimes at the detriment of our lives. We won't allow anything and we will not condone and we won't participate anything that will seek to disintegrate the party's effort and the government's effort. So I say, enti me nkotina baby na me nkoka say asuma CBC we kopam shirt akoshe and na we kwese ashe. Why too early people are so desperate? Are we destroying the party now? And if the party is not strong and very resilient to fight 2024, can we have NPP candidates so formidable enough to fight NDC and win power again? And nonti, we must be very careful. I'm not saying say obi abeka omukasa boasho omuyem. Name them, they love the party. I heard him was in 1992 from school days. They love the party. Yewura Alan Chemati yenim say he loves the party. Thought I say, ebia ni omuti has see ya omu ye emanu group ni adi no. Ebia on sanction ye. Ebi nso a was sanction. Anyway, as it is, no, in the interest of the party, we should be very cautious how we are treading and how we want to build the party. Who make a statement, make a wide allegation against the party's national executives when you have no evidence? I won't sit here and allow that. But okay, say some party national executives are campaigning for His Excellency the Vice President without evidence. Without evidence. And they say, "Oh yes, Sanua," but you are in public. You are in public making wild allegation. Majority sorters, you are in public making wild allegations. Say somebody is campaigning for His Excellency the Vice President. The Vice President has not declared his intention to contest. And I'm saying this on authority. He's working for His Excellency the President, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, to make sure, say, the next 3 years ahead of the government, we deliver on our promises as a party that is in government. And not necessarily the social contract we have with Ghanaians.
But because the Vice President and declare intentions, sir, Ebia publicly and now on declare, as we know, say, Ebia you radio gati no dear. Early stages now no cars or no pay man penny. And Anna Ebia you like chamato no so akobida. But them say after say okobe wie ye no owa ben mo no yente any public statement.
And that is what I'm saying, sir. The party NPP is governed by laws, rules, okay? And the party has not opened nomination for anybody to come and pick a form and contest. So the party is yet to go this weekend and annual delegate conference, and everybody is going to participate in it. And no more than your party from 2022 no yedi betu tuja sort here. Na say no more can say Nkrophobia started machinating nyoma bi against the interest of Obi or party no no. This is very wild allegation. And we are on air. And I think it is not in the good interest of the party. And as somebody that I fight for this party 24/7, I will not. I'm pleading with them. Say if we continue this way, then we are on the path of this, disintegrating the new patriotic party. Obianka say, Yewura, Minister Alan Chematin, 2007 or contested here. After say one win no was a free party no. Okoye no san by. Obianka ne hwe. Was also ne nanado. Esa also contested here bio. Obianka so anka ne hwe. And at the end of the day no.
Coach him very well and stop this. Who can you so Obi go? What's my offer? You see, I was a voter and I was there.
You see,
already on the statement.
You see,
I'm free party.
Okay.
It's a just hold on. I was there. What are you talking about? Who accused you? What I'm saying?
It was never true, and that's why we are saying that the party executive has always marched against Alan Chematin. Look, it is never going to happen again this time round.
Alan Chematin didn't leave the party. He didn't leave the party.
You saw what they did to
Africa
over there.
Okay. Okay. What drawn attention? Hold on.
Look at your introduction. You're
what are you talking about?
I said, Obahebia Okasama Dr. Baumia. That's what you said.
Oh yes, and then
let him withdraw his statement.
Or your party, or the party.
Let me tell you this.
What drawn attention? Remember more for any quick rebuttal.
You cannot tell me what 2007 now we here.
You don't know what went on, so don't talk about it. Then you are lying. If you don't
it is public record.
You don't want to talk the truth.
Jesse, they didn't withdraw from NPP party.
Jesse,
he did a press conference and said something. I also quote him verbally.
Okay, Jesse.
I know he had to withdraw.
Okay,
and I'll quote him. I'll quote whatever Elijah Martin said.
Okay, Jesse. The statement I be so be amended and I say obe.
Jerry.
Sorry, what drawn attention will be done?
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Jesse, I'll come to you. But Madam, what will be a note down? I will remember her that no. Listen. Hold on. Beba.
What are you talking about?
Hold on. The party has not gone. You shouldn't want to be forced to be so on Cadia Soka. But more and when you think Moteha didn't say Bibini na Okana in Koya. I'll give you the time.
But don't come and accuse me of being you know also the same thing.
Okay. Nana Mitio Kasa.
What have you done?
Hold on. Jesse,
you accusing us of doing something.
Jesse,
what have you done?
Jesse, hold on. Nana Mitio.
What are you talking about?
Jerry.
I also your statement said
No. Nobody is going to intimidate anybody.
Nobody is intimidated. But say what draw attention say and you're correct. Anything to say about it.
So You see?
And Agyemang didn't withdraw from MPP. Please correct yourself before we go on to the program. And I'll quote him whatever he said.
You cannot.
Okay.
You cannot
Nana,
intimidate me. And you cannot also say what you don't know.
Nana. Okay, hold on. Jesse.
What are you talking about?
Jesse, hold on. Nana.
Yes.
The statement generated heated way, yes. You're Alan Charmate, I withdraw from the party. It is
I will not sit here and swallow bond.
But I never knew to say he was reinstated, just like say you be a free party.
And not Jerry.
Yes, hold on. Mitchell.
It is not about shouting and raising emotions. Yani can say agronifom. Say sa niemai ena se be koso wo party no mu ene mu nhihye ya. So tiase. At the end of the day no, obia ni ho no mu a obepese se be obetu anamombone.
Okay.
Me starting me catch the plane say the party is governed by rules and regulations. And that is what we seek to protect and promote. Okay. And make sure as we speak, that is what party members will have to obey. And now they will say, so your party, you will disobey and you will not want us to go by that there. I mean, that means, what are you trying to do? Is it your intention? Said the party should be disintegrated. And like you said, if I knew said this is maybe what is going to happen, probably I would have come more prepared than this.
Okay.
But the truth of the matter is that NPP, New Patriotic Party, we are in government. And we have 3 years again. Even by records, we will do the presidential primaries in 2024. Early 2024. Under normal circumstances, we do it 1 year to election. But so long as we have a sitting president, it is morally good that we will not want to distract the president. So we say elected. Now, when a year authority, when a leader, the party is giving rules and regulation. The party is making sure say from the grassroots, constituency level, regional level, police station level, to the national executives. Na yetimi enya nia ye de debe ebo party no ye de ma party na gina ne nanso na party na timi aye den na 2024 yasanso enya very good candidate na ye de na kwako face and right. This have been previous obi metina baby e me accuse national party executives without any shred of evidence and no dia wo say ma obi nka
okay
so ti ase and no dia ma obi nka what by your one delegation even attributing it to His Excellency the Vice President, and you expect us to be quiet, say that your allegation, baseless allegation, and no dear, it should fly in the air.
Okay,
is that what you are expecting?
Higher need 100.9 ahead of MPP delegates, National Delegates Conference and matters arising. And I am penny for aiding community. Jeff, are you being sanctioned by Yura Alame, Mr. Demika Brophy? Ayadia Alan Padutra Martin and our Soma Musamo yes idea.
Jerry. Adia Alan, Honorable Alan Padutra Martin, any more share. But Mammy Cassam show. At my level, any baby a mobile breadroom. And you'll be never tell me say, we yet, no way yet. I don't need anybody on this earth to tell me whatever. Me say, yeah, About money from trade ministry. Or no, ne honorable and at Tete. Or more board trade pa. It's a mini has a la chamatana asumame. Mr. Omar board trade. Honorable Alan and Tete. Why be a traders? On the Onanti by Jomo or bad jump bad downs. Hey, I get for some more brepa. And then my idea. Minty can ha. They were Alan Chamatin. Also, I never be amaye. And yes, young traders, traders, baby, all different parties. Oh, and yes, be a traders here, die house or supporters. Oh, traders here, discerning voters. They can swing to everywhere. It's a young bona fide property of party beer. And a young traders for Alan also. yɛne ane yɛfiri yɛpɛm sɛ ɔno ɛbɛtumi aboa adwadie ama adwadie kɔ so ɛna yɛne a yɛaka yɛn ho abom ɛna meni no ebi hɔ bebrebe yɛayɛ kɔ convenience nti yɛrɛ alachamate ɔnsanhye biribiara yɛne a yɛyɛ mature people who can decide right from wrong ɛna yɛyɛ nneɛma yɛade yɛyɛ kora no ho onim hwɛ ba yɛde yɛ sika ne yɛ support biribiara tokuro baabia mu yɛbɛwura ɛna yɛso yɛnkasa ɛngu obiara anim ase yɛbɛka yɛdeɛ nko a na mmom wode badeɛ a yɛbɛfɛsu
ɛsi dɛ na moyɛ rest assured sɛ nipa no a mode mo support ɛta n'akyi na ɛyɛ deɛn a ɔbɛba ɛsi dɛ na moyɛ rest assured
Majari ɛbɛsɛ with all due respect to who what you for meti amenye Jimmy fo ɛna yɛ sɛ bia minim dia meyɛ o
wonim form
meyɛ traders politics
okay
tell them say me di brand ɛnyɛ chairman of Accra Traders Association ko a ɛso ma ba sɛ Accra Traders Association
we good and kura we yɛ panyin
what you say
eti na wo frɛ me anopa na
ɛna mentimi nkɔ force obia ɛnka sɛ sei ɛyɛ kyekyere mu ɛna metɔ sɛ mede nneɛma alan achievements nyinaa ɛbɛba ɛna time ana menya ɛmɛyɛ adwadifo politics no yɛ nyinaa no ɛm sɛ wobɛkae a na yɛwura kokɔfoɔ no so wɔ ɔno no ɛfɛre bia na so called no ɛfɛre na obi apɛ ɔyɛ nyinaa gyina hɔ ka sɛ no yɛ wasom party akyɛ na ɛsɛ yɛdi n'akyi na ɛne yɛkɔtɔ deɛ ne bodwɛ
okay
yɛyɛ akyɛ deɛ ɔnkɔ yɛn nyinaa yɛgye obi akyia ma obi abɛyɛ president a eduru obi so the same adeɛ na yɛde edi nipa kɔ n'akyi na no eduru so deɛ a ɔno deɛ ɔmo rɔ n'aka afa de bɛti ɛno na yɛ ka sɛ ɛne ma nkɔfo bi yɛ ne nyɛ
okay
ɛyɛ nhwɛ animu they are using advantage of incumbency to flout all the laws from way muntimi nka hwee ɛna na anopa na mpɛsɛ bɛka no ɔno no start a muntimi nka na mpɛsɛ ka meyi ahemfie de si yɛ kyerɛ hɔ ba na yɛhɛ da asa ɔmo laaya yɛwura ba ɔmo picture ne bi ada so a yɛ play just last Sunday yawo
but say and who said na usuka bibi say nipa said ya wo kan
no they yɛwura ba ɔmo ho
no bo ho
antala de onka kyɛ ne nkɔfɔ so ɔmo nya ne ba ɔmo de onye nyinani no ɔmo nyɛ na yɛ so betima ra yɛ ka wa fɔ yɛ ba timi sɛ ɔmo yɛ to Lagos na Lagos de timi si biam o Lagos me de na me ho I was a voter Lagos de timi si biam da or lie I'm telling you
okay MPP conference ɛna yɛkɔi na yakopɔn yɛ adom na wɔtwe eti deɛ eti a yɛ shadow program no kora nso ɛna nwumere na ne sɛ ɔkyena ne nade kyeɛ dodoɔ na ne bɛkɔ kyɛ sɛ ɛnya adeɛ a yɛbɛtumi ɛnya mpanyinfo ɛtu so far nkɔmɔ a yɛdie no very interactive 5 calls bi na yɛkɔ anim so far head of the MPP National Delegates Conference no discussions akodoɔ a yɛayɛ ɛwɔ ha sɛ yɛne traders for Alan ɛwɔ ha ɛna na no so appear so akasa from Dr. Baumia Camp ɔno nso yɛne no akasa so far sɛdeɛ preparations no so directives a we menya MPP for na frɛ because we need a woman mu dem so they say wo frɛ na sɛ mehwɛ na
you are Alan Grade or support voter central maybe I think
Charlie we ntuma nyina so my next one na me my next one na me hwɛ na we ntuma nyina so na Charlie my next one
and this for better man rough
okay beba so ma joy
yeah opening
yes I you ahead of MPP conference in command yedi quick
opening my Jerry Yankupon show no apart for your friend Kwame Adombo Atin yo and say yeah the mo program discussion na mo kan share papa na your friend Jason so on to ne book kakra na sebe nti antiamu ne nia all year me ni party me non partisan but sebe or mine no MPP NDC at the end o ma sem no edagana so nti yesre omo obi antani openachi no mo nya ne bro e wo nyansane odoso
okay
Senator Jessini ni oye no sabi ogu ne hu animu ase medalse
medalse na wadwe nkyere ndi 100.9 03022435400 030225790 madwe
yeah Majari
yes I you
Russia one in me free Jamestown
okay
na me MPP ni from 1992 yani Eduboye mu na start here my struggle move na me person be catch visitors no more say especially back no do okasa last no on to ni boasi they see a person ye break 80 no 2024 yɛ winning no obiara de support no de ɔbɛ win alternate na mo kɔyɛ papa mu yɛ nkrafo yɛ sika gbɔtui by floor kɔrɔfɛ bɔtɔ mi ɛsoro no ɛkɔ fam a ɛtɛtɛ biara bɛbɛ wi no.
Okay. Better say anybody and with the Abanit 100.9. Beba Choma Joy. Yes, sir. You too, Nana Makuenko. Beba Jina baby, and Nana Makunia Monitem. Hello? Oh, Debbie, Nana Mako, no home and Beba Chamajo? Yes, sir.
Of a cane in your press station.
Okay.
Yeah, but I might remember about you, my papa. Said that me brother Kuno Casa one can catch him no Cassie from Jamestown. Your best friend, and not to buy where you are crying your mind. They said that me brother Casa didn't yet Pinel, Miss Sre. Then he had the Alan bar. The Bomia bar, you could say Ghana 40 Sre, Mumwana Mutoba. I was with you on the first, and again, look at it here, what promise near to Nessa Alan Renia. I don't really know about it. Debbie, even now, yesterday, I would tell them, okay, but when you panic, it was something to me. You look at my foot, yes, I may save you, or Kenyan person. I send me a brew, I hope I see him, then you Tiasia, and you go. Okay, and we are the most chance.
Better say, anybody at the Abaye, Bedi, SC, Yakopo at the conference in the bar. You bedi komo no ma efiri mo e baaye na bebo nya mempa so mama hoden na weekend ye nyina efie ne hwe kumase na ye ho de ekọ last west na now say AGYEMANG.
Yo Jerry medase ne aye kan nyina ne se eye sebe abusua konwa na ato na ebeto na ye nyina obia ekọ prebie enti party no efiri suru kosi from nhihyaye papa bia Omo atu dwabia no omo make sure say obia bedi so na 77 producer enye enhye ema binom na nso so enye ema ebinom so ho akwanya na omo so enye sebe dia omo epese omo ye eno no amane saade a bibia bekoboko.
Okay,
enti meda abusafo nyina as future executive future unknown me chiamu nyina nyankopon enka nyina ho.
Okay, meda say Jesse
Bajari,
yes sir.
I'm say a chief of venture me kasa ekosro. I'm say yeru alacha maten when free MPP mu. O say ye tete na chita for. Onya over 700 votes e wo Legon. And nana do sunya about 900 something. Eti when ti manya 50+1. Yeru alacha maten ka say. That am no delegates be that whole 3 days. O ma bre ebi nware. No so still our young. Nanti obeje mama nanado. Eno achi no afi de say Allah na ye intimidation ko a. Eno so say onu nti na say ye be intimidate.
Echita for
dia. Ene o twa no nkwa. Kasa o kan ye kra no. Less than 90 days. Ena empanifo ne si nkonwa na. O draw ni statement. It were free party no.
Okay.
Said ye enkrofo kaka no. Ena makoma ba so because we are saying no asemo ye kan ese ye kan okre.
Okay.
And comfort akase o free mu onye betrayer when free but o ye for the good of the party. E wura fi say and omo nka on call young executive forum by 1992. Alanche ma say o ye o founder o MPP o. The co-founders o ka ho. Young executive forum on the buy. And the breedy na komemu so many young guys are on ba beye empanifo ai so o beye akuda mo party no. Enu nti mo mehwe ono so achievements. Na mesre tie for say makoma cost because asemo a you can na enya no kre.
Okay.
And also so na start so ana e ha adwere no. Enti na papa pomcho do mfa nche me.
Yada say samu kokuma se na yakopon fa mo kodu aso. Na ye be chia mo ho. Na me adam ne ye ba ye be frefrem na ye hu se dia no me ko. Yakopon come on. Abusu ye ne eye traders for alert. Nana uzu also on this. Okra dey say dem no wa ha enti dia wo be we na final comment na dia o be ka say dem no ba beto aso. Enti what Nana OSEI AGYEMANG AK because big OSEI or ye convener edema traders for Alan and on the other co-convener Jeff Kwame Jesse, chairman Accra Traders Association, convener traders for Alan, and I know more Edin Community Conference and one which him. What was it?
Future unknown.
Future unknown. What yeah, what's I executive?
Vice President.
Oh, okay. It's the Vice President the man the future unknown. It's a brand you know bedin kuta ho. Na bibia etimi akoso. Come on. Talk to Madrazi. Talk to Madrazi na we. Okay. How you did 100 point na Ebreni no wonti yensha here quick. I know so me wakwaba biom bibia boko there we dey the conference no come awie ya we conference no come there na yanko anim straight away say Nana do danko Akufo-Addo na watwi akasa the success story of the free SHS the corruption fight of this government come top me wakwaba o Ablekuma not on a communication officer the NDC. Remember, okay, good. Then share the success story of the free SHS, then the corruption fight.
Oh, me that's it. Na mensanchia etie for numere bio na adwuma no senia ehunsun sanso no bi etie ano no. Enti no edu bebi na bia na bibi chia kakra na etie for dia. Omada Roma. Ya na eba ene omo ebekasa. Na ebia yewura na Nado Danko Akufo-Addo wo bia no ekoso a ebo na baso na echia no sere se nyame enhwe no so na oma na hodene imdie no nkoso a enyemo tebe ya mfie miensa kai December idie nyame de atwa nti ni mfie miensa aka ese one Ghana fo nkita hudi anase social contract ayewo no ebetime wie peye na mpuntu nyuma hodo policies ahodo a edi gugu akwan mu nyina no to the betterment of the ordinary Ghanaian. Edi nkan bako senia Mark udi kan no say the free secondary education policy no eyade a Nana Danko Akufo-Addo edi ho adanse aka asomampani no bigidi say na na koma so ade papa se obehunu se owiamfo ba bi a sabio sikasam nti ontimi nya college bi nko anase ninim die bi beka akiri ewo baabi na abusua no nkadaache obeye fapem ewo mu na omunya kwanya no Nana se odi akwanya beba se obia ntimi nko free secondary education enu nti medie metiye no eyamahoaho ntimi ekoso abona baso da bia sanse ye onipa bebre wo man mu a to munya akwanya saa bia tamre bianka omonso abeye omabusua no fapem enti no yebeda Nana ase na masan kase ampa results e baaye no wo hwe analysis no a ekire se dodo no ano timi edi nkunim a very encouraging success story ampa se ye wododo a etimi edi nkunim na amanfo ya analysis bebre di akomu se English and maths no ebinom dodo na ntimi anya de nanso no say overall pass no yetiminya about 50 to 60% our ma pass ya magari na me fin say de papa san say oman no ni wiase nyina no exams there untimi nya 100% school fo nyina be de be ebe pass nanso no dodo na be bo mo homoden eno kra nyina ya fa mu bi maths obi ye good obi so ye good English obi so ye social studies physics biology chemistry ni ade enti nyina no obi awo ne field a otumi edi nkunim ewo ho enti by and large na me feel say free secondary education no Jerry eyade a eyade papa ma o man Ghana
okay
now onim say policy no it came with a lot of amenities and say ancillary support edi aba on say enam free secondary education ti physical education infrastructures has been expanded papa metimi akansi so bia say over 2,500 educational infrastructures across the country eyenia Nana Danko Akufo-Addo because of say nipa dodo a ɛkɔ free secondary education no mu ne sɛ ɔmo hia accommodation ti no schools a ɔdo nyinaa no yɛayɛ expansion baabi a wɔbɛkɔ no yɛsi 12 units classroom block ɛde ama ebi a wɔbɛkɔ no koraa no 18 units classroom block ɛde ama ebi a wɔbɛkɔ no nso dining hall ɛtumi fa large capacity girls dormitory boys dormitory saa nneɛma no nyinaa no almost every secondary school in Ghana no a ɔmo admit nkwadaa no deɛ aban no ayɛ expansion ɛwɔ hɔ nti yɛkyerɛ sɛ policy no a aban de baeɛ no na aban no ayɛ nhyehyɛeɛ aban no ayɛ ahoboaboa aban no ehu ne ho nkan sɛ saa nneɛma nyinaa no yɛbɛdɛbɛ yɛbɛhia ɛno nso so pave way ɛma employment in the teaching sector no education sector no nso ɛkɔ soro yie papaapa sɛ so wahwɛ a time and time no na Ministry of Education NGS ɔma issue statement recruitment of teachers no ɔma issue non-teaching staff na no so ɔma recruit ɛno no kyerɛ sɛ the policy has come with a lot of opportunities because the more the students are becoming the more you need teachers the more you need cooks anyone my can ho mo yɛ adwuma support education sector nyinaa enti no ɛyɛ sɛ Ghana for yɛ bɛhoahoa yɛ ho sɛ yɛtima implement such a policy na no kura ne sɛ ya na wiase no bibibia no ɛba ɛyɛ foforo ɛma ɔman nyinaa no Majari no kura ne sɛ ehia challenge kakra san sɛ abusua kura no sɛ wopɛ sɛ oyinde nhyehyɛ foforo bɛto akwan mu a esan sɛ abusua no so nti edubeduba bi no wantwi ne ntwitwi ho kakra bɛbam nanso kɔ n'anim baako mmienu mmiɛnsa pɛ na afei atimi ayɛ dɛbɛ agina na afa ne ntoma pa afira saa pɛpɛpɛ ɛna free senior high school policy yɛhunu sɛ ɛyɛ ɔyɛ nti yɛsan introduce double track enso ba mu a nyame adom so ɛno nso ayɛ dɛbɛ yɛyɛ firi hɔ nti ne nyinaa no kyerɛ sɛ aban no ehu ne ho nkan ɛyɛ nhyehyɛeɛ ama ɛnɛm ne wo kɛsɛ we pride ourselves sɛ yɛn nso yɛyɛ ɔman a ɛwɔ bibirem hanom a yɛtimi de free secondary education policy aba ama obia enya say section of Ghanaians in fact na ebi wo baabi ana omo ekọ na no kura no na nye free sa at a point no mutua fees no yearly but se si idea eye complete free a just wo dia say wanya admission now I debe uko school enti by and large the policy has been good. Ghanaians are benefiting to the large extent say ebusua bia no asabi impreduasa oba adru secondary school level na wotimi nya pass mark esi yegino de yegino e ma ne de ekusua de na ne ya ho a omu ne say consider say especially say ewura 20 academic year no mu no e bia o yenya ba bia fa nkora bia nko ntina nkora ne bi say ni say abanish ka say obeyi double track afiri on and pounds ya de be yi firi ho no the commitment of the government very high. But
don't say any baby can say yes. President admitted said there were challenges.
Yes, that's what I said. Miyama can say challenges in there in policy implementation. So we have policy studies. Every policy you want to implement, as far as human being is concerned, development is concerned, Majari unyan 100%. Okay. Challenges kakra. But if you acknowledge the challenge, na say o try say o be find a solution, o be way out. Sani e be hyehyɛ ma nneɛma nyini akɔ nanim na nipa nyina benya mu anigye ne ahofa pa ɛwɔ mu a. Me gidi say that's what the government did. Nti ɛyɛ se ɛbɔ aban ba so say yɛtime hunu ne saa. O say ya honwa ho a o be no ɛhiafo pa na ɛbrɛ you anopa na meka wɔ baabi a mekɔ say those times member of parliament ahodo me ne papa ihia na meka kyerɛ say nka admission time be so a obehu se nkwara ba be salai obehwe obi ba bi ofiri no na sebe mpreduasa se obi amwa na ntua fees na ama no a na wofo nya sika no nyedebe enkotua ebi nso anyame abodie mu no nka sa nipa no ne the star of the family as enkotimi pass it through secondary education na se onya teacher training nursing training university and na se mpokura na okuta na otimi ko yes be abanjuma bia qualify secondary school for admission and employment no komu a ono nso ede sabio enigye eba busua no mu enti education is very good as our man invest wo mu a eye papa na na do say sania yewura mahama kan say he won't spend 2 billion Ghana cedis if he has it on free secondary school. Then another government says he will spend and spend more because enyame no kasa ya na mark ebenya mfaso na emom no in the next 5 6 10 years no some of friend nyina no are becoming asset of the country. enti baby bia obi abenya opportunity akɔhye bia no ɛsɛ otimi yɛ adwuma no sabi ɔbɛyɛ adwuma ɛde ne nimdeɛ na hoɔden ɛde aboa ɔman ne mpuntuo enti saa nso ne ɛkyekyere ɔman musa aya meta ka sɛ ɛte sɛ sabi o adwuma ɛwɔ hɔ na any focus any directions any objectives a opese we debe wo drive at anase onso ye nipa na wote ho na woni set goals bia se wo abrabo a wo bo niema we ni na dey si wani so se uduru ho a it means you are making progress in life enu nti no bet stretch ho ase obedu sa progress no oman chichire enso sa pepepe na edebe etie se tie bia no majeri so oman no e wo focus ye man objectives oman no set sa focus no nyina no will not just come rhetoric. It will come through the policies we implement, you know. And you know, one of my winning dear war, a mind puntuo ni mind chichiri muno, extra policies would di gugu a kwai munwa. The fa education, the fa health, the fa agriculture, the fa education, the fa bibia hono, na a momu who say, ampara, or mine ya debe, enam, or kwine papaso, and answer quine so, and a aircrow. And this honey man, no one say, in the next 20 years, what impact is this policy going to make on the country? Sani achichiri mayon. Enunti buku bi anameka was looking forward the next 40 years. Looking forward the next 40 years. It was a global book. Na baby biano. Ya make sure say sania amaya share kosu nyina no. In the next 40 years no so uya oman no na say uwo enisuade huna 40 years to come no opese wo man ekogina sen wo man no mu ma no sen na opese o masetena mu empuntu nso ekokodru enti sa na o man bia no ye chichire no enti sa wo chichire o man na wanhwe long term policy a ebeba na ebia ebema emabunu no ebeba no maba ne mrantie no ombenya ni daso ne anisuade hunu papa dia ba o mo brade a na wo ye ne ya yi am ene ya menua na chese opese o man no eko into say o say yemu eno nana do say enya de obeyesa in the summary e kasa nhihye nyina no jet towards the future and see it is true yani asamre nki ye pay personal aggrandizement bi na ye die ni na bia ye nya ne sa because ye channel resource ni bi e de akoniema bi mu a ebe benefit ye ma e da ache ene ye ma empuntuo enti SSSN ya me individually metimenya atinkan bi say memfa bribin save emfanto ho emma me madache no metimi ayedebei asave bibi saa nso na oman no nso ye nhihye say ye invest in the future of the country ne ba ne saa ebeboa yen majority as enti na ese hunu say me dia mebo na nado abaso say na niso ade hunu mu no odi free secondary education na yedebei e baaye na samre no enipa bebre enya emu mfaso a e kire say saafo nyina no e wo daache abrabo papa bi a ometima abebo e de aboa oman no.
Okay, but that's it. How you need 100.9 and I know so appear member of the MPP National Communication Team and now Otenen Canon. My main call a Tom Abilikuma North Communication Officer the Ma NDC. Tom. The success story of the free SH.
McGarry.
Yes, sir.
Be me say me buy man can be there. Fan cancel.
Enti ede na abeka bi.
Be me say
ede na abeka bi.
What should be a Ghana for ashe ama what should be a the National Patriotic Party. Omampeyin abejechiri. I'm party no crime minimdi the new patriotic party also
obi for the conference
I'm party no crime minim sa party no crime Ghana
what me really
you see one say omo kasa no mo see traders there's a Ghana for omo ko eba Ghana for they understand the dollar rate the cedis Ghana for ya show mo boss fuo ye beti so Ghana fo a papa bi ahye omo boss oni dia wa arrest dollar no ama IGP enti MPP for wankasa munkoye dia ese na Magdari before I continue no he ya adwen say COVID is no more. And Jerry, it's serious. And it is getting scarier, 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 scarier. Kosropa. Obi biara or tie esrom. Let's follow the protocol. Whether say war vaccine na war vaccine. Esre. Let's follow the protocol. So war vaccine so hwehwe baby a war vaccine no be in your area na ko be esre. There are a lot of perception about the vaccine. All those perception no when you get the vaccine, you'll be okay. But Jerry, now me no kind the introduction of the free SHS. Na or can asem. The MPP are buying and nanado are buying and junior education who and or can elkoba. One of the question I make baby say, Jerry, syllabus naba.
Syllabus, man. They are the tradition.
They are the tradition. Over 2 years.
One more curriculum, no.
And your syllabus here.
But the teachers were given teaching and learning materials. No, bit me. They are tradition.
Syllabus once American. Aba.
Syllabus there for now. I can't confirm.
So we have a president. Syllabus so and I share and I tradition. And I'm a boy. Syllabus so and I say topic A, topic B, topic 3. C. Syllabus so and I say term no 3 months. And our term no 6 months. And within 2 terms, as I say, only these 1, 2, 3 topics. And I'm a boy. And they say education no akoye wholesale. Actually, for there without syllabus, without direction. Akoye say you are living in this world as a youth without direction. Because it's a syllabus. Uber education and syllabus never direction. And I'm a boy. So we expected say man paying as all kinds of free SHS about boy a month for nyama. Yes, it is true, and you cannot take that away. But what is the direction? What is the direction? Is it Ghanaians have moved away from that propaganda?
That curriculum, it's for the basic schools. I normally my basic schools.
Jerry, secondary schools account.
A curriculum, no?
Yeah, secondary schools account. Secondary schools account. Jerry.
Yes, sir.
Michaso no. Michaso. Oshe. Omonkasa 2017 budget omokai. Jerry. Almost in the education sector. Planned under the previous administration. Planned expenditure for 2016 was 6,909,036. Of this amount, 3 million, representing 49.7%, was expected to be allocated to basic education. By the end of December, a total of 6,414,074 had been utilized, out of which actual expenditure basic education 4 million, representing 62.79%. Other social intervention expenditure, and this is from the budget, paragraph 780-781. And I make amawi. Majari, offer education. Education has 3 ladder. From basic education. Now, Ube Bisa say, what is Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's contribution to basic education? 2, now for secondary education. Now Bisa say, what is Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's contribution to secondary education? 3, now for tertiary education. Now Bisa say, what is Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's contribution to the development of our tertiary education? Then you come to the realization, say, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, when in terms of education, is the worst.
You haven't proven it.
My contribution of the previous administration. Sika, allocation, Emma, several sectors from the basic education, secondary education, and tertiary education. Makama, paragraph 780, 781, 782, and education. Page 133 2017 budget. And I'm a Parliament is a house of records. Mark Jerry, na menuano kasa no osi oh. When the number of student enrollment across there will be more employment and ameboa. But get to know say when the infrastructural development of the education sector increases, there will be more enrollment. There are over 1,000 developmental projects under the Basic Education Act, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC administration, and making sure say we will move away from the shifting cultivation system of our basic education to one term. The okwa obi akọ obi nkọ anapa ema obi nkọ awia ema obi nkọ enumre. This will ensure say omo amunue aduane ti say na menua no eka no will be employed because infrastructure has been improved. Omo nso a omo ye etretre for teachers will also be employed because infrastructure has improved. Majority under secondary education, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC ensure say secondary education we need to enlarge our costs in the secondary sector of our education system. And so I'm paying John Dramani Mahama and making sure say OSEI 46 complete. Mekan dia yenwie yo. Dia yenwie dia yenwie Ovian to attire free abemuno and also, but I'm talking about complete from scratch to the friend is a completion level 46. And this 46 no then I mean we no can up in the employment of new teachers and I'm a boy. Up in the employment of cooks. Then I mean we no can will also accommodate the increased number of students. So you cannot talk about the development or the success of education sector and leave His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC out of it. Majority, the development of our tertiary education sector under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, University of Allied Health. These will also up in the employment of teachers and whatever, lecturers and all those. When it comes to catering in Yamanyama, it will also up in the employment. And see, you cannot only concentrate on the secondary education and call yourself say it has been successful. What about the basic education? What about the tertiary education? You are failed.
But what can I say tertiary education?
Jose, me say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama under the NDC, Professor Mills, John Dramani Mahama, and then John Dramani Mahama administration ensure say we will build and complete and allow enrollment our University of Allied Health. And that is the tertiary education, contribution to the tertiary. And I've run you through the basic, secondary, tertiary. And I've given you the figures. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, any NDC are buying a allocation to these sectors of our education system. And so you cannot say you have made the education system successful only in the secondary sector. What about the basic? What about the tertiary? What is your contribution to Yenyanuma class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, JHS 1, JHS 2? And then Omo say Omo cost 6 months per term, trimester, and not double, and not 3 terms. They don't know. They are in a limbo. And then Omo form 2. Omo nim say Omo term no Omo cost 6 months per term. And now Omo cost 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. And now Omo control BC. And now the BC has been cancelled. They don't know.
And academic calendar, you know.
They don't know. Mark Jerry, I know say media me can you also prove your point.
And maybe say na Ghana education.
No.
Ghana education service say
Ghana education sector, who are they serving?
One more train for a year this standardized test. No money idea so one more answer na.
And
One
to
more
the number.
question.
2 years, the number.
Oh, now
2 years, the number.
and they say standardized test and they say just your friend say this month yeah I forgot
Someone give me the standardized. Someone I'm telling you, say give me those the syllabus now. Now standardized test. No
curriculum now can it was meant for the basic schools.
And I make us say I've been provided it. Oh, bacho.
Yeah, much of BC for Cochro.
And ye BC one same na make no. BC for amoko how many terms per term? You see how many months per term no moko?
But has the results proven otherwise?
My Jerry, it's neither here nor there. You can give the student past questions to go and write exams, but you cannot leave syllabus out of teaching materials. You cannot leave syllabus out of teaching materials. Syllabus in our education sector is like direction. Say I will drive it, not traffic. I saw red. Say I will drive it, not traffic. See, there is another direction over here. That is our syllabus. So you cannot reject and now you cannot deny the students and now the education sector of syllabus and boast of having a successful education. Police, tell us your contribution in the basic education. Police, tell us your contribution in the tertiary education sector.
I can turn up here American University of Skills and Training and Entrepreneurial Development.
I'm waiting.
And I saw him say Vice President Tibet. Wama kwa danedi. Enti one name no.
I'm all launching this saying. That's Tibet to order that. No, so tell me Tibet I will order that. And Tibet a friend say.
Yes. Tibet wo but Tibet now you say Tibet no na free SHS in the crown most of them now it doesn't cover and then one really woman you know one yi Tibet no e dey akwa share instead of a technical institution technical university e be call
technical university
yeah one more fan called GES class but rather no one more a really another is that the technical Tibet service.
What is purpose? Not the name. You see, we've had names like Napo. If it's about brandy and names, there we know there are a lot of them that I can even mention to you. So, then what is the purpose?
We are talking about technical and vocational education.
It was under NDC. Polytechnics. They upgrade you Ivan. Technical universities. Yeah. And before you are upgraded to technical university, there are criteria you have to follow. And under that administration ensure say those institutions will get the necessary materials to be upgraded to those technical universities.
Are you sure?
Yes. Accra Poly, it was a polytechnic. It was upgraded.
Yes.
Most of them.
But requisite materials are the standardized technical education.
Did they meet? They met it.
Mekasa na enye enough. Mekasa.
They met all of them. They met the criteria. And now it got to a time. Your friend said Cape Coast. Your friend said Polytechnic. They had the issues. So back Kaya, they had issues. So you cannot take education. And now you cannot talk about education and leave the SY, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC's contribution to education. From infrastructure to whatever you want to call it.
And what my expansions be various senior high schools.
My Jerry, when you talked about expansion, we did a lot of expansion. NDC did a lot.
Is it necessary to say about secondary school for?
We are not saying that. But Your friend is saying, praise the one who was also built the secondary school. And if free SHS now, now it has increased the number. Sebi, if I'm not now, and your classrooms. And I'm back in Ponoso, so if you have not been able to produce these infrastructural developments, where do you expect them to go? Where do you expect them? It's a simple way. Where do you expect them to go? And in near obviously schools, no. Get to know, say, he has contributed to the development of education. Then you know more your friend is saying, University of Allied Health. Anyone can. Where would they be? Then you know more Ablukmanov. Kwashima. School complex na si wono. No mushian de woman. Anyone can what would they do? Ablukma South. Woho. Anyone no mushian de woman. Anyone can what would they do? So His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC has contributed their quota to the development of education.
Okay.
And so, I'm telling you, sir, even in their own budget, referring to the 2017 budget, referring to 2016, other social intervention in the sector for the period under review included 71 million for the provision of subsidies of senior high schools. There's another time, not school fees, no cry. Now it was subsidized
for day students.
Oh, Jerry, my car, then I'll person make you.
Let me say for day students.
Jerry, my car, and then I'll
person make you. And I'm subsidizing.
Jerry, I see 25.96 million for the implementation of progressively free SHS. You see? So it started from somewhere.
Okay.
It started from somewhere. You cannot take away that from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Free SHS implementation by MPP government. Do you see the success story? Who say yes successful?
It's not successful. It's not successful. Because we have infrastructures that are supposed and saying on any be can say as I say school be yes His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Abesin say mbiano eno kwa na ewi say mbiano e den na o man pay na na rodan kwa Akufo-Addo e ka kire no o say onu ankasa nko bia one ankasa such an insult.
Okay,
so you see it can never say the people you are depriving the people. What is the tell Ghanaians what is the motto of the free SHS? Mark Jerry, tell me.
My name the motto. The motto is there.
So our Papa Police were on country. So you see, your own communicator do not even know your motto of the program you claim is successful.
Determine
what?
Successfulness of free SHS. No. What much was in surgery? What's in surgery? No, and I'm a who resource by. And then the president and they can say, I'm on the critics. And then no, we imagine say,
what was the grades? Did you compare me? But did you compare the grades?
Okay.
To the previous grades.
Okay, I'll come back. To
when you compare, please.
I'll come back
please,
to you.
Honorable Education Minister. Let me add a breakdown. At least we've seen say about 60% of.
It's not true. They pass 60% of the people pass which subjects?
Oh, they pass from various subjects. I don't know the
you see when you do we are not saying say 100%.
That's how
we are not saying 100%.
But
when you do the comparison,
once
I compare 2012, 2014, and all those things, and then the current one. When you do the comparison and the improvement and our success story, no good, fine. But you cannot say success story, no good. Meanwhile, you are depriving average Ghanaian of quality and accessible education. The motto is what? Accessibility. What is the meaning of accessibility?
You deploy.
Why are you deprived?
we have never deprived
Me say
anybody.
share.
Oh, say
The people in the communities, please. The people in the communities. ISC school. Community school IS Excellency John Dramani Mahama previous administration. As say emwa omono munko school ewo hono. Bia no no. Twiaso no. Sikano de udi dare wo hwem no. If it is not the deprivation of their accessibility. One of the motto of the free SHS is accessibility. Access to quality education. So if you deprive them of access to quality education, how can another call this?
Why not Osha you depriving them from quality education? In terms of what? In terms of what?
In terms of accessibility.
Obi akọ se wenya baby ana enti enye sa wenya baby ana na wenya school dan mu anko enu nti se ni para ba betire fia na
Oh, you see.
No, but it doesn't mean doesn't mean say the crown for enye school anko abandoned structure. It doesn't mean say ne crofo e one pattern.
What is the motto of the free SHS? One of the motto is accessibility. Oh, please, please,
I thought you are done.
But when the time required are so bad, I'm so little bit.
I say, Magari, interjet. Me and the Casana about him. You cannot see in house, maybe Fappe. Budget, no, so me can't cross it.
Jaisa, yes, sir.
A bear me say to me, go. Go the motto of the free SHS.
Motto is not interested
you
in my
not
discussion.
Interested.
Motto for what?
Yes.
You are talking about accessibility.
Yes,
not accessibility. No. Or you not complaining, you know. Or can send the man for the nunti. What might to me and co school and is that what you say?
Okay.
And then there's one of those school, but yes, that's legitimate.
And the school where the woman. The school no mu got no mu shiande. Musu mbieso. Musu be kasa osiwa why are successful?
Okay.
If this thing is not deprivation of them getting access to quality education, then what is it?
Okay. Also, well, then also okay, yeah.
School now or no cry say no. In fact, records and authority say when we came into office, the school was about 35% complete. Under this regime, Anna Yatimia raised school now about 90% complete. They should make sure say Oma Edebe, Oma complete. And it's not true say it is entirely abandoned. No. Yes, I know the ABI you may be legitimate. But the fact is the government had also done a lot of work on it to make sure Mami can say we free secondary school policy now Okano. What ya na mo na ABI sorry to say ABI Accra de ye hu niam bebre. Ba ye mu bi no a opportunity bi nti yetimi akọ oman na fanyan bebre no na ye hu schools adan ni bi ne infrastructure expansion ni ade akoso nyina no. Ye betimi aka say abana yade. I've told you say about 2,500 different categories of infrastructure to expand education and aban we are embarking on. And it is very successful. Udruba bina say share infrastructure na si ho no 18 unit classroom block yes 12 unit classroom block dormitories ahodo for the boys and girls and just a dining halls no money kitchen no money ade. What it means is that aban na there so ama school no enti ye ka infrastructure and infrastructure nyina no na ye kan sa e-blog na mo kan no e-blog no ye ba ye ya to aso a expand no ama bebrebe no say eye adwuma what think na how you know very well say even in Accra hanom no e-blogs ahodo no nyina mpo aban no momo esi ya duru ba bi no the government has continued and it is live evidence say ubetima kwa check say enkrai wo mu esua de. Enti ne duru baby na se ye political propaganda no a sometimes no be successful a ye nyintum. On say okay be say na President Mahama started Accra progressively. Metimaka I was at the time na me were north. at the time this year no I'm done for pa. And one of the secondary schools alcohol no some no mo yes almost selecting kwara no be a 10 be at 15 no mo do mo ye piloting no the either wa ma almost opportunity no don't you see wontumi nka say aban bi ba onye biribi aban ba bibi na ma wontumi nka so select enkwara be 15 e was secondary school a nipa be 2000 wom na wo se wa ma mo free education ti no yemfa nka ncho say wo ye progressively free secondary education mbajota say enunti yenji ntum say the policy has been very successful and like we say no challenges e wo hu bia no as we go ahead no we will continue to make all the challenges corrected. Na mi GDA say sani amini mi nuati aye kasa yi by the next year na ye beba biwo no ye nyina be san hu no improvement no a ye hia na ye nsaka e wo education mu no okay bibi say dia na ya about tertiary education me ne wo kasa ya launch say eno so ye wura vice president ya unhia any bi any first no long process to go and secure a student loan biabim and then the ohia your Ghana card put me a professor Ghana nipe that it is open for you to get access ni nyina e wo ho no mo
Juma.
Week yeah Juma you can you can verify we media person you can verify so what I say enti ubenya nkwara from next year no mo nyina be confirm ya kire say they are getting the money through easy source. Now say at least we are getting to the new system. The evidence and the statement will come out. These are the things I need to say. Amamuo any of mind chichiri no. Uhwe a future dache now den chiche yepa egu akwan mu. Obi anka say e-block policy na nye. E-block was a good policy. Wo the ma education etimi enya ni nyina so ene ne ntoma papa afra nanso e blog yi ubako ba bibia yekosi BC ye no na mark ubebisa ho se population wo ho no kra ampo no eyesen adam de omo ye se enkura no benante from other villages na aba aban yi ba ye kra ye se ne it will be better say some of them will be converted into boarding school instead of day school yentimi nya capacity of people no mo serve e ho no that policy ni nyina no ekoso ene I want to state this here and I'm so happy say Minister of Education say President has given his consent. Say almost starting piloting at least was it 15 model schools. Almost the Baba yes. You better transit from junior high school as senior high school no. Almost the same level. Into 7 years or 6 years continuation. Na ufri mo enko yes transition bi beba na brebe derby. And you know, sa policy nyina no aban no edigu akwama me ahwe say ye junior high school no ye senior high school no where should be the distinction and I know chire mu krampo say technical education even by the time I near the JHS eba no it was meant for technical education senka obi ko JHS na say carpentry mason any other handiwork no okosua onwie no na nko ye perfect but ankoba ni sa ene de eno aye the second ladder basic ufura na oba SHS at the end of the day no impact no ye hu ni biasa until the government has look at all of this and aban no say enei ye modules bia ba ebe straight 7 years continuous enti no ye break wa say 6 years as 6 years na to aso say we pay you are fully prepared for university. These are the policies me feel say hwe na say etime de ye adwuma dachi ebebo aye nyina
okay
enti the free secondary education there mark me gidi say it's not only the secondary education, the government policy on education from the basic to the high school to the university tertiary level no obia nya ne se we de be ne nsa etumika o say mama fa we enwie University of Allied Science omo de tawto omo ho pa but so ukọ mse school na o so manya ukọ na akọhwe infrastructure yesi wo ho ne tse ne dan sitie no a under this government no a wo be bo winsem ni nyina no kire say ye nhye say yebema school and education afan ntuma pefra entimi nua tomtom at least bonanado abaso tania uhu no akra no babia no ebi koso ho no so ma aban no yehunu se as we Ghana ni die adepa o Ghana so mo anije sabi poku ase interchange suwe utwam kokumase ana kopoku ase na wani hu a we Ghana ni ntu bebo nse mama nanado akufado so jase entime serewo papa se NDC umomodiana enipa no momma aban nto aso abra mon crofo no by Friday na budget no yetime di hu dwuma nyina wie so that January na aban no to aso ne nhihye no adwuma na waketu atimi aba because wo ho no mu wo say January ye betu awo kantem so no ntino mo ma mode na bibia enkoso o kan sem bia me de pa ma me fa no nwie wa ha wo communicator otu anamon bia o say any personal view but ni position okutanti no emwa Ghana for
eye COVID-19 there no
eye COVID-19 there no wo kasa isi wo kan sem say we should take the COVID-19 very serious. Na vaccination no baby ebi obi ankoye debe
enko also the compulsory nature na say mandatory vaccination.
Nia say sami jam fiti ase ne say ebia ono wo kasa nyina wa won de mienu awie o enti very good but wo tu kwan ya
interview no me bisa no
very good say wo tu kwan ya kwa manone a ontimi nka say UK si ni card no a no akoka che UK aban say wo liberty nti you won't vaccinate enti yen allow plan no kra ye ma on body. And the same atontom can say, "Oh, she Ghana for you and say, young Quanianco vaccinate na yentimi fight COVID-19." My say, Samija fini position kutano no. Say, "Oh, ye national communication officer ma, a personal view now so our followers." And your best ABA na sometimes o personal view ni bino, a binum be misconstrue ne say, "O crowd say my uncle." Some in the city na one timesra no say, "Wait, dear, on corner chino and some review."
Okay.
Na ye nyina ye model obi antimi vaccinate na ye mo Ghana for ho ban.
Yeah, but most the all can so no legitimacy be what some of the portions of this seminar work anymore because a draw year by even though somebody work can be belated but doing our work we video with that. I said doing by you know every year for a year emergency authorization say you use to draw no or intimi approval because of a year COVID-19 and one says some said they are quite and now ono no ka se o shekete na ye de to so no se nipa no chenchena ese o wodi gu video mo no eno no so she na esa ge yi free
o se me ba o ma me mbo akaka sa asem na o kan ye no ye global issue the see am no ka se there are countries be ho no ma se won vaccinate ya they won't allow you even to board the plane some of the countries enti se ya hwe ye na se ye adwene se oman no ayenye wo mu no yes we are a sovereign country but there are certain global health related policies say World Health Organization the year adwuma won't mean kase won pene so maye mfa nya adwuma eno ne ade a yes our concerns genuine say won't mean show obi so on vaccinate
yeah
at the same time won't mean show obi so won tu kwan and say why wadwen so obi tu kwan dia ene make sure say wo free Ghana ha bia na nya Ghana nti o but amman na wo tu kwan akomu no ehonso nhihye ye wo ho no mo no ebe ya de fofo okay so that's it all right it is
that's simple
to battle your point is say obia ntimi mbo no ban
obia is serious I don't know what COVID-19 there is serious and me there more bia amfa and agro is serious but the American say one ye wo accredited institution a draw ana material bia Ghana Jerry, sir, accredited institution no, satisfy say, say a draw way, and what do you call it? Vaccine way, and material way, and a journey way. It is certified by this institution. So people cannot take shots of COVID-19 vaccine or whatsoever that has not been given accreditation. By the
approval by the FDA.
By the FDA. It is I say ufa poison.
I said World Health Organization.
It doesn't matter when you bring something from WHO.
Sir, emergency authorization no. And yes, sir, one more a man sa keke. One more and no ma one more yet defa a drone and will be yes emergency authorization. Answer one more dear man. It should be a baby free banner. From World Health Organization and others. Let's just say acceptable practice.
We have international accreditation institutions. Whatever they have accredited, when it comes into your country, I am for Nyame in US. I am for food materials, sardine in Nyame in US. I am for through their system as an EBA. But when it comes, still it has to go through our accredited institution to certify it say a journey way and our vaccine way it is accredited. And that is what we are saying. So until the Ministry of Health and until you're paying for no Ebeka say, oh, it has been accredited and approved and passed through all the processes no more. And also a point.
Okay.
But me, I'm saying, say, don't take it as a joke. People sit in trotro and you wearing the marks, you become a foreigner.
Okay.
But our leaders, they sit in their 4x4, whatever.
In the 4x4.
Yes. But wow, for trotro, no. And I think the presidency should be serious with this.
Because where you are coming from,
your police, I think say no, I'm checking. In I'm serious.
Or you're retired
police.
I'm not talking against okay. But
okay.
I'm taking it serious.
How you need 100.9? Yeah, for the latter part. Now we say the Constitution of Ghana empowers the legislature to apply checks on the executive on any issue on any day. MPs therefore have the power to turn down any proposal by the executive and or make their own proposals. This is what democracy is all about. This is unlike the chieftaincy institution where something close to dictatorship is the order of the day. Or the chroma is account, that's it. With positive change or the free Medina. Positive change, Medina no say. Where say all the problems Ghanaians are facing is NDC party and their members. They like power than developing the country. How on earth can country will progress without paying taxes? Why is Kano 2482? I've said it all. Game changer, E-levy has come to stay. No amount of propaganda and lies will destroy this brilliant idea. Upon Sapro for the Frichoko. Ishraba Anelka or the Frashaman. As even the entire NDC party knows they come nowhere to compete with the great MPP party. Because MPP is better than NDC in terms of governance, so they should stop making noise with their lies and cheap propaganda because MPP is breaking the 8. Where you're in Shraba, Anelka, and Odia Bay. Where you say, good evening, McJerry. The incompetent Anado is an epitome of confusion, corruption, sensitivity. That is why the Alan Dr. Baumia supporters are on fire there in your studio. If MPP should even use Obama as their flag bearer, they will lose come 2024. Masa, as I wait there, and this Mumuina movie. Mumuina movie. Antenna wranglings and idea. And they're bad. Okay. Right. Me pick more final comment on that. I think corruption is a major issue, but I don't think we can exhaust it with time and now. I can quick one or two for advice to the parliament. Nana.
Otun for Yura Otikokoso. Oni Diana Santimanyina Pijanimu. Nimudia ene na ho brasa odibu asanteman no ye de buo ne ani die sebia ye de ma no ewura babia wo bia no ye ma otire nkwa nra kosi adai na udi kosi de kase nti nasema okan ye no ma tise nipa bebre atwe na no asibone anopai ko pana amene ne hia ye no nasema okan na hu se otwe na na no sibone pa na na nka ne bone ni na na pese okan ne se obia ni ho no magana ha mraka ne kasabo ahye ne yam nanso ye nyina ye nti ase se meka tonton beka mak obeka obia beka at the end of the day no ye hwe se amamu obekoso amamu nso bekoso no amamu no ye disika ene de bema amamu akoso enti ne okan ye ne se ye hwe se aban no ebetimi aye n'adwuma oka se ya amanfo se omatiku apai adenti na akokasa asabe mpreduasa oman yi dede kobam eye he ya ebekwa akopie ne kwan no enu nti so ahunu se biribi wo ho na se ebi kura no anya se obegyina ho kan no kokoa mu kura no yenim de waye ebi a one mpanimfo ebi kura akasa aka bibia kyerɛ wɔnom na mmom o admonish wɔn in public say monhwɛ sɛ aban hyehyɛye ne aban puntu onyuma ne ade no ebetima akoso ebeda bu man sɛ sika ni ho anyinam kane a entimi nyina so sika ni ho asɛ bi minua okɔ adwuma bosome a aso no esi etua neka sɛ ye sika ni ho no ma education yentimi hwɛ e ma ne nyɛ health yentimi hwɛ ma ne nyɛ agric yentimi hwɛ ma ne nyɛ enti saa ne ma nyina na otumfo e de to nsani ani na otumfo se wasrɛ sɛ yɛnhwɛ sɛ afanu mienu no ebeka mu tira de bɛyi apam ho na budget no yetimi ama approval Ajari minute isi yi ye wɔ parliamentary committee a 21 member committee a ɔmo ɛna ya form ɔmo hwɛ sɛ budget no mu nsɛm ne amane nyinaa no ɔmo betima resolve ɛnɛ estimate a ɔmo yɛ krampo ɛfrɛfrɛ departmental heads no nyinaa no ɛnɛ mete so ɔmo frɛ electoral commissioner went to MP ɔmo se ɔmo man by Thursday and say Friday ombra sort ase ɛno kyerɛ sɛ sɛnea nana kan no ne kwan so ano no because anamɔ no ɔmo tu dada aform committee a ɔmo de yɛ nhyehyɛ sɛ consensus ɛwɔ budget no nyinaa no yɛbɛtumi a correct na yɛatoto yɛ nneɔma ɛni sɛ nana kɔ ka sɛ ya na sɛ bio obi se nana se ma obi frustrate aban no ma obi nye yes on the lighter note sɛ wotu anamɔ bi a ɛbɛsi bibia no kwan a indirectly no o frustrate nipa no enti nea wobɛyɛ ne sɛ o ma nipa na kwanya ma no nyɛ nea ɛso ɔyɛ baganafoɔ nso ne wɔ apam a woyɛ teacher ni bosome so ahwɛ sɛ aban no tua woka woyɛ nurse ni bosome so ahwɛ sɛ aban tua woka woyɛ police ni wohwɛ sɛ bosome so aban tua woka enti saa ne man nyina aban ntimi anya na so man no basa stand still a yɛde bɛto hwan so yɛbɛfra ahemfo ɛne asɔfoɔ sɛ sɛnea aduru no mommra na mmɛkasa
okay
nea yɛsrɛ ne sɛ yɛnyinaa yɛnhwɛ
okay
na yɛngye budget no
all right
na ma ɔmo ngye nana ano nsi bɔne bisɛ nana nka de bɔne ɛmfa nkyerɛ NDC ana fa nkyerɛ NPP Ghana nyinaa na ɔdwene yɛ ho ɛno tu na ɔka sɛ yɛnhwɛ na yɛnyɛ nea ɛbɛboa yɛ nyinaa no
that's it need 100.9 Tom
yeah Ajari ebe me say nia ye nana eka ye no hwɛ article 93 chapter 10 93 clause 2 na I see subject to the provision of na one or can there shall be a parliament of Ghana which shall consist of not less than 140 elected members. 2 no or say subject to the provisions of this constitution the legislative power of Ghana shall be vested in parliament and shall be exercised in accordance with this constitution. And the power vested in parliamentarians so omunye is to supervise and is to make sure say executive decision bia obetake no ebeboa oman no enkoso anameboa enti minority yentumi entna ho ma deals like Ameri deal ye over bloating no en betwemu nko deals like PDS
too far can say montna na bibi
mami kasa wie me dem kasa pe na magjeroaji
because I want to to amuna mu dodo
amuna be na matom ye ni Ghana ha na anya minority anka PDS twem ana meboa kasa meboa amuna ye ni Ghana ha
what dey na pesa meka
me si mami kasa wie oba hundi ampese meka
I get you wrong anya na be sometimes what your argument na na nya say me interject you now otumfu akasa dia wo kana say nana kasa montira ho sa that isn't what he said.
I'm asking you to interpret what nana eka no man
your understanding you are interpreting you understanding okay go ahead okay
so you see if it is about the mismanagement misuse of the taxpayers money then the minority will continue to frustrate this sewa your friend say sewa broni government then we will continue to frustrate them because Senate 1992 constitution naka article 93 clause 2 naka na you ensure say deals like the ye transaction now move increase tax no will not pass through Ghana for bread and then do down kwekufaro so we will continue to frustrate you if you think say cancellation of the PDS deal is a frustration there, they will continue to frustrate you. If you think, say, the cancellation of a Japan deal is a frustration there, then we will continue to frustrate you. If you think, say, we should allow deals like cash for seats, like Sewa Obroni budget, to pass through there, then we will also, the minority in Ghana in parliament, will ensure, say, we will also protect the taxpayer now, or tax, and then we'll continue to frustrate you. Because that is the mandate per the 1992 constitution now. Young parliamentarians no more parliaments no on me. Marjorie, obi ton
they are okafa abano one dia monka ho.
And then okafa abano.
Did you hear or you didn't?
Me see, oh, catch me.
Hey, what's on to me one pa?
I mean, no, I
Okay.
catch me so I can say.
Then go ahead.
Marjorie ni mischief there. Marjorie pe mischief.
I want consistency.
I'm consistent
So
in
you
whatever I do.
have to be consistent.
I am consistent in whatever I do.
Nipa no okasem ede from baby pe. Hwe mo texters.
And say the kind no say consistent.
Listen to me.
The kind no consistent.
Oh, see the American. What is the problem? The problem they say that we are host na say person we are professional pa. One hwe ni ya.
Minim say you are professional.
Hwe what texters.
Uh-huh.
Mepa bebre wo ha since morning and upon morning show me this kind of messages because I see them say they don't get the understanding of what Otumfuo say. Ebi kura to me, obi texting me o. Ede Otumfuo to serial caller. And the person wanted me. The person wanted me,
That is not what we are discussing
to
here.
read.
I will never do that. I will never do that. No one him. Marjorie.
But I said, Nipano, I said, I gullibility. Because Otumfuo Ekasi to say, what ya Belmont so and just what I was so obi kabibia. Go back to I say aloof without listening to the person. Now that I don't count.
Oh. Na Mike say dia opese menka na menka.
Aden na won care no
Say
count.
me kasa we are now what the time no.
Oh, jada wo church.
What the time no.
Benje kasa.
Marjorie.
O de kasa. That's how much you ma won kan kan.
Enti o twen say meka no aka won. You see?
Yes sir.
Marjorie.
Yes sir.
Enti niama can say if it is about protect the public space. Then ya Enado Danko Kufuado. Any Baumia, Eka share Ghana for boss, omba protecting the public peace. I ne pest na kasa atitia pansama ma pest na ira. So we will always make sure say we will defend the integrity and the dignity and protect the taxpayers' money. Marjorie. Obi wa o tin fifres ama. Let me use yourself as an example. By 5 now we adwumam. Abahin.
You drew at 4:30.
We drew at 4:30.
Ochina me Bible morning show no 4:30 na.
That is it. It is sika and kayedi besi hospitals. Say na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama use u taxpayers money. Edisi hospital ma wo. Say na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama edi use u taxpayers money. Edisi aviation ma wo. Say na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and make sure say na the motto of the free SHS accessibility quality education no and make sure say your children will have accessible to will have access to quality education. Then all what you hear is over 1 million worth of fertilizer is rotten. All what you hear is 227,000 cash for seats. Uko huwa mampenya ubetria. Say na ubetini say, the ubeti say, your taxpayers now auditor electricity no. You see PDS over 5 months as sika PDS electricity where your friend is a card over 5 months and then besi and then baby as aska nafa. Ameri dealer muko extending. E Japan ka ye. Then why you juma more than 12 hours? The tax you pay are used to bat in the air Oman pay say okoto private jet. I say aden na okoto private jet. See, they make okoto private jet because me say me jari wo wie. Na plane no kra mo de ma me kra jari enim.
Oman pay na kan.
Vice President spokesman Nsumbe Kasa. Gideon, Dr. Gideon Michiano. Ono Nsumbe Kasa. Osi presidential jet no mutinemu a omo nan pimpim omo ho. This is the excuses they gave us. Enti Magjeru sorry anapa.
Yeah.
Eko free enumre. Then what the minority will do for you say will protect scrutinize say sikana utim fifre.
Okay.
Achiano ehun be banfa so then if that is what people term as frustration there, then we will continue to frustrate them.
According to Magjeru, I don't think say Otumfo say tutu. That is what he thinks say the frustration of parliament. We should admit, maybe one person I have admitted say parliament we manage papa because we are buying. Won't na ho en ya wadwen say would be bia keke kwa to and that Jane Mensa what's our parliament uncle why they've kicked one man in the floor. Yes, I say yeah, that is it. Osilo wusu call ya or then a report a mienu bi na share the bag give no the call ya okwa na meka say ya we and no crown the chairman of that committee honorable honorable Osechi Mensa Bonsu Odru kwa no ya no say report no way akwa confirm you bi aba but e bia ka yen kanene no wenim so bulldozer way out it we ni nyina no but I appreciate the work of the minority. We should also admit say etwa de bia moma manyo seminar eti parliament wono ana etwa de bi nso a eye time me say e-levy issue crab bye. Government communication on this e-levy are very poor, of which from the president to me and Memetia, the president about Kwame Sefaka shows. The communications also communication in fact they have to do more. Many say wake away, and that Dominic need to honorable. Wakwa Parliament say we don't have presidential jet. Tamana Eugenia Jubilee House and Anoka presidential jet. We are going to buy new presidential jet, not own. Said if I got more communication is very poor. Of you guys
Jerry.
Not admit it. More Magana Fontaine, Ramana say yes, e-levy won come. Contradictions, bebre. It's a kind of representing Yatuma say. And then I'm in fit of be argument. Now me say, I feel me calculation in Chirom say, Massa, I buy what the amount pass about the bam you know. But when Tiasian and me you see, it is San Ramana Ghana front, yes, they will continue to protest, and the minority are doing the right things. And yet changes will bring about budget in the morning. But men person more bet you to say, I say, it is not the best. It's not the best.
I mean, you can say, I'm just a brand of Yason. Nya penny say Ghana be fan into mapa Efra. Sort ya say. Na amamuo de so wo amamuo na so wo policy credibility. That is what makes the government a government. And this if no anopanon sembebra nipa mni ko share kan nyina ne say adana Ghana yenko IMF. Adana I was so much ashamed. Now I'm say adu bre say ye nyina yes a policy I penny external management na yenko from no mehwe economy ana. If we can do something to manage ourselves, we don't need to go IMF no more restricting. And again, yentia sianso say senya na woken. Senya yenhihye ye de bu man no tie no. Say yehwe na niam to ye ma ye nia ena me de pa metie interview bi ana OSEI chairman sa yeso o chair sa meeting committee meeting. And the person who was speaking on the radio
special budget committee.
Exactly. The person who was speaking on radio no was also from the minority side. And he also he was so much very fair to the stand. Say or say almost all the members agree on one thing.
One thing, yeah.
It wasn't like NDC for CMP, MPP for CMP. Or say, I mean, you have an MPP person as a chairman of the committee. But they all agree on one common thing. Yeah. Say, this is what we want for the country, and this is what we are doing. And they need to be commended. So, omunya more. So, just here. Nemo say, "Omo can say, you be ko jari wo wiem, and na ya. Ya wagana ha na ye dey taxes score enough for say di ko duanu ya. Sanse mo ya yempese ye beka because ya rehosem. Ya wagana ha ne yes fire tax say dey ko yen confirm. Sanse mo yempese ye beka. Ya wagana ha ne fifa and confirm. Yes see, ya ko ya
My
And
Jerry, me see.
I
no,
Why
no,
did
no,
Ghanaians vote for you?
Okay, now me
credibility there. You can't credibility. NPP, NDC, no. NDC can never be compared
Okay.
to NPP and
All
our
right.
credibility.
Right, abusia wo so kira wadwe ne yakwa anim a yenyina kire kire adwen o ka ode no ya kan de torchlight ni o ba be body to mo nim se be time na so nti e de ana mama konya kakra nti o ba no body to no bi mra bi be ba cho na wanche a ensa hwe ma adwo no yenko hello okay mam next one na yento aso me ba cho ma adwo
Champion McJerry.
yes man yenko itio
McJerry, Nuga, Apia, Chairman, FBN, Network, Papa. McJerry, for cassette, tax a piano, your mother with the aya. I am a papa, pastor, me, Tom Tom. I can't ask them the Oka studio. That's no man. I'm almost scar. Oh, you, I want. I got your basket, you bring that.
and I'm and na baby I send you when you crown na baby I send you when you crown am for you okay be ba cho ma jo
McJerry, I was there.
yes man you too
I'm going to work in you.
yenko
Mark, now where are
nyame adom
now go for some super near my palm. But and Sandy, Miss Rowa, Madame, I met you. Yanchi, you have watched for former energy minister, Mechapa Papa, you were Tatos Groba, oh, you were Babias, and one point for you, and we put some papa and egg my palm. But Papa, and this is not one. What's the anything?
o de ka say a friend Tom Tom
Oh, Unga Ubon didn't tell me, Papa Tontom. Oh, yes, and I warfare. And I'm going to see a studio in Gayamon. Many animals here. Free education. And this is in the program, this is free education. Somewhere. And women want papa, and I like it somewhere. Or how young and young come. Free education, most of them would buy. Most of them are so that ain't possible. And now most of them would buy. I'd like to come back to COVID crime when I would buy. Oh, yes,
let us say baby fan Majo yes why you do go
Awa unia eja question ni frefia za mangasi.
eja go
Aya na de me normal man na apia na me na di nkomo aga.
yeah said they were afraid and eji ugina so na me producer na bobo why
Ati and the wabo adwuma na me bom paye so tabe ban na me no one e code ndi bia.
me code na ha me na so bende
we de me so me so ma mi ntia ona bo amasi former MP akwatia and ona bo opariansa. Maximum me kan say it's NDC party. If you did get anyone another by your mufana. And the NDC knew to a small cow. What cow by your name another budget? Oh, I am a bit snuggy here, but Pomucho. It's no can someone a bit too pong. I'm on my gunner. I cost. Oh, it's over town as okay. Tax and another GM who will be your one. Me just here.
okay
And the breast of my cousin at the Hadi. As for Tayomugu. And the school's no Musi, no. Nanado 20 in Afro. And no, yeah, Uncle say, Nanado Yina. It is only the months and I'm a come from. Mr. With time. You may bring 8.
okay let us say mame for next one last batch one we to many so far you do hono mame okay me batch majo yes man you too yanko
in a bonnet, I'm your mini first caller, on a Mukati, Miss Ontiminka. Bra, the Bermuda Chancasa, Ola, me the other airline of Bra. I don't know, Miss.
That's a bit you.
But I say, me pacho mini to Pachima Sumo Taifa. Also, time, sir, Menchia, my member, Tonto Mabaso, Wakasa. Na mi free akwenya we mu di MPP ni Abrante na oti studio on say. Se suban we e na oye dia on. Ono anayem wa be china we da kro. On say na nya wu ti wa nkom chine we. Ono ani MPP for no say nkom china we. More credibility, mo sanya the gas e kasa to ayampia e wo Ghana. Na na do ya mo boni sujetri amu ni ma baumia na de ndien. Enye baumia na ko ni krom de nnuane apro asai ɛde kɔma ne kuromfoɔ nipa sei ɛbɛdi Ghana so a nsunsuanso ɔbɛni bɛnya
Okay.
afei yɛmmra yɛka sɛ education a ɛdeɛ mpa na nanado ayɛ ma Ghana
Medase enanwumre. Ha ena medisi. Obi bia ofre bia medase mebre na so. Yeko. Nyame yadom ochena me no be hia Ghana motie so. Nti yeko na kwakwaji ahoɔden kakra. Na no so abia.
Jerry.
Medase enanwumre.
Nyame enhyira wo so na nyame enhyira yewura. Adwuma wura. Ne fada nso so omama yakwanya na enso ye ne oman ne di nkomo. Nti no nyame nkan nyina ye ho.
Medase.
Na yebekɔ kumase aba. Nimsi yakoba. Yebeba beto aso.
Okay. Tom. Nyame adoma mehwe say Saturday for instance Saturdays anhwa minya MPP ni bia wa.
Ejuma no ebe me say ejuma no edin ma wasa ye ma 1 minute bia na obo obidin ejuma na ayedi but say defending the taxpayers money is what people term it as frustration there. They will continue to frustrate yenso minority tie dia ye nana otumfo eka no yenso ebe make sure say we will defend the public purse and protect the taxpayer.
Okay, better say I need 100.9 better for me do bibia say one mo follow or torchlight better ma say yakopon issue bibia na me adom ochina me do be shia e Ghana montie so we need 100.9 na me dia seda ebe ma piles be do banse na wo me obe na wo mo de bo me chidom Dr. Father Dixon na executive producer, the general manager na Ebony Chidom kwesi aboade na supervisor. Bidin the Mag Jerry OSEI AGYEMANG. I mean I don't want to the best DJ Bosco take you over.
Ya no me bibrime. Ye nya ko fa tu yeso.